27, 2018. Thank you guys so much for coming to the channel. If you are new, please subscribe. And let's get right into it. So, spirit sources, messages. Okay, let's get right into it. We had some fly come out. Come out. I hope you guys don't mind. I have some singing bowls in the background to kind of keep my frequency lubricated. Hmm. Okay, so wow, you guys come up, boom, in your own energy. The Hierophant. So you guys are really trying to keep it collaborative. Others of you guys, you trying to keep. You guys might even be coming into like a really spiritual path. You might even feel like you guys have this ability to be socially like approved. You might be looking for approval by society. Others of you really want to um, conform to something, conforming to making sure that you have joyous occasions and new expectations out of your life. I also see this as an energy where you get in a situation where you want to conform or really practice some religious beliefs that are conforming, but I think you really want to be in the spiritual aspect. Um, okay, you guys might be thinking about going into ministry, but for the wrong reasons. You might be going in for it about the dollar signs. Others of you guys, you are wanting to conform to just being happy and joy and really being in a space of love and compassion at all times. And it's a high responsibility for you guys. It's something that you really take serious and you use your intelligence and high mind and romantic and be and have that romantic joy and love, but realizing that it might not be with somebody because they're very, very emotionally immature and they're a big burden to bear and they're very cruel. And you just want this reawakening, this realignment, this nuance in your life. And you want something new, but you feeling really imprisoned to somebody who's very immature. So let's get into it. Let's see if this same message come out. So the first energy we had pop out was the Temperance card in the reverse. So yes, there's a lack of harmony that you're always looking at. There's at some point there's always some sort of lack of harmony that goes on. With this Five of Swords here in the reverse, there is an ability to kind of regain your strength, um, regaining your power. Also, for some of you guys, you feel like there's some sort of weakness here or some stormy weather is always ahead. Even though you guys always try to create these new beginnings, what you might feel like you guys are starting a new fresh outlook on life or a fresh new path or journey. But then at the same time, there's definitely a lot of stormy roads ahead. Meaning there's a lot of stormy roads ahead. And really have to go into being brave and courage, having courage. I'm sorry, y'all, my throat hurt. You have the courage and tenacity and really protecting you guys' self from somebody who's really disharmonious. Lack of collaboration. If this is a job related situation, it's not coming into fruition. And it's all of these stormy roads. Maybe you guys started a new job where it's supposed to bring in like an abundance and all of these different new opportunities. But then as time go on, you start to see like it's really not what it is, and it's a lot of different obstacles that you feel like you really wasn't prepared, and now you have to at this point like really protect yourself because now you feel like really materially bound to this job or this relationship or this family member that's sucking the life out of us or whatever the case may be for y'all. You feel like somebody's dominating over you. Others of you guys, this could definitely be a bondage to the material. Um, Somebody could just be really ill in the head. You might be feeling like ill. But others of you guys, you might be feeling emotionally and mentally bound to someone um, that's causing disharmonious energy. Um, Others of you guys, this is like a really sexuality, someone who's very sexually expresses their sexuality freely. This also could be very a passionate spirit, very seductive and magnet, like they're very magnetized. So you guys might be feeling somebody real extra heavy somewhere. You might be feeling something real deep down in your loins. But for some of you guys, yes, with this Knight of Cups energy in reverse, yes, someone is very, very, very mischievous. It's a lot of different energies that go on. They're fraudulent. You're picking up the energy that they're not who they really say they are, and that's just pretty much what it is. Someone has tricks up their sleeves. And with this with this King of Wands energy as your spirit advice is saying, oh, you've got to catch it. Or you're staying honorable through seeing these injustices and these different weaknesses in other people that you have to protect yourself from. And spirit advice is saying just really keep it honorable, keep a really great prideful and honest and conscientious attitude. Um, Others of you guys, if you're battling with any sexual addictions that are harming your relationships to like go to these new levels because you feel like you're being defeated um, by any of some maybe sexual uh, uh, perversities that we have that we feel like we're entitled to and have every right to, but at the same time, it's kind of like wow, wow, don't treat me like that type of energy. And at this point, it's like someone must protect themselves against you, or that could be vice versa. Spirit advice is saying just keep it very honorable, very, very honorable. This is a family figure. This is a person who's married and a father and loves family living and very honest and passionate and noble. Spirit advice is saying take that energy on. Take that energy on. Don't be disharmonious and uncollaborative and really ruining new beginnings for yourself because of any weaknesses that we carry. Um, or you guys are high and heavy in something, but I think you start to realize that I'm also seeing it. Y'all might be feeling really hot and heavy for somebody, very magnetized to somebody's energy to the point where you might want to start something fresh with them, going on a new path and leaving another path behind. and it's not going to be an easy road doing that. And you might even have to protect yourself and be brave and courage to like go into this like thing that's sucking you in. Um, with the Five of Wands here in the reverse here, I'm sorry, what you could possibly keep recalling on is something where, you know, there's new businesses and opportunities here. So if this is a job where they're sucking the life out of you, but you feel materially bound to them, but there's a lot of difficult roads ahead. If this is a new job that occurred, and now at this point, you got to protect yourself because they're very tricky. They got a lot of tricks up their sleeve. They're a lot fraudulent. Keep it very noble and honest. I think you realize all of this and you just keep it very noble, very, very noble and honest. And but you definitely are reflecting on, man, what's some new opportunities out here? What's some new business ventures I can get myself into? Um, because if I quit, I'm gonna be at a loss. Or if this project goes down south, then I'm going to be at a loss. So I think you guys, and with the Nine of Pentacles here and the Ten of Pentacles here, both in reverse, this definitely could be a business related matter, something on the physical realm, something you guys could be talking to a Earth sign or a Capricorn or Virgo, um, or another Taurus, whatever the case is, but this is Virgo energy, this is Capricorn energy, um, and or a Sagittarius. But anyway, for the most part, if this is business related, you definitely keep in mind it could be a big gamble if you leave. Somebody could have even possibly even robbed you out of some sort of contract or deal that you guys agreed to. Now you realize, I'm like, oh, this person got tricks up their sleeve, and I'm legally bound to it right now, and I have to protect myself because now materially, what you're looking at, like, oh, I'm materially bound to them. If I separate myself from them, if I need, maybe they'll take more from me if I leave, or if I leave the job, I'm gonna be at a loss here because of the contract that we bound ourselves in. Some of you guys just want to ghost somebody. Some of you guys might be feeling like you really want to leave somebody, or you're leaving a project behind or a relationship behind. Um, and you really are feeling like you don't want to take the loss, so you really might not just leave because you're looking at the situation like, oh wow, the devil just flew out my head. Wow, okay, you really feel bound to this person, or you're really hot and heavy with somebody, y'all. Y'all are thinking, y'all feeling somebody really, really hot and heavy, and they're magnetizing, they're seducting you. Woo, I feel the heat from them, from the others of you guys. Again, you're feeling really materially bound to a job that you really want to boost or leave a project behind or a relationship behind and start a new beginning, but you just feel like you will be at a loss if you do that. Okay, so clarifying this is basically, let me get my book for this one because I want to make sure I get it back. So, excuse me. Yeah, so you guys are not realizing some dangers here. There's a lot of danger that's looming from somebody's unethical behaviors and fraudulent tactics that you feel materially bound by, and you're like, not saying you're in daydream and you're not like, you guys might be even ignoring it because they, or you're not seeing it. They're a false prophet, a false prophet. You're dealing with someone who's a false prophet. And I don't think you guys see it. I don't think y'all see it. Or if y'all do see it and you're like keeping it to yourself and realizing, you know what, the shit isn't even harmonious. It's not collaborative at all. Um, this could be, if you're a cross watcher with Taurus, this could be Taurus energy, and you're like, ugh, I'm in danger. This is a heavy energy. This is a very heavy, heavy energy. Excuse me. Woo. Child, please. And you just want to leave somebody behind. Or you're really feeling regretful that you got into an effed up project because now you see all of these fraudulence, all of the situations that are going on. It was supposed to be this new, awesome new beginning, whether you guys started a new relationship or rekindled with like your relationship, trying to get on a new path, new grounding, and but at the same time, there's always this lack of harmony that's there, and all of these obstacles and challenges and stormy things ahead that it leaves you like needing to protect yourself. And you might even be feeling like you want to ghost a project or leave a relationship behind, but you feel like if you do that, you really are going to be at a true loss, and you're like feeling regretful about the situation. Um, you just got to be very, very mindful towards this, that someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. Their intentions aren't what they say they are. And don't ignore that. Don't have an illusion on somebody who really doesn't have your best, not best intentions. Somebody can have their best interest at heart, but still plead because they aren't who they say they are, period. You know what I mean? And I think you guys are starting to realize it, or you guys are really hot and heavy something that's, woo, that is turning your loins on. I don't know. If that resonates, comment below. This is just a general reading. So, guys, thank you so much for coming to the channel, and I'll see y'all next week. Take care.